Okay, so what does the mother say in the first stanza? The mother said that her hands, people might think that her hands hold the rich gifts of costly clothes, grain, or gold, but she has flung around the east or west the priceless treasures. What priceless treasures? The priceless treasures are the soldiers who have sacrificed their lives in the World War One. Why the mother said that they are taken away from her breast? They are forcibly taken away by the British administration to serve them. And yielded the sons of my stricken wood means, what do you mean by this expression? This expression means the mother has literally surrendered her sons in front of the British soldiers. Means where she has given birth with lots of pain to those young lives, but those young lives she had to sacrifice in a very helpless manner to the British soldiers. And what happened to the soldiers? The soldiers had sacrificed their lives in the name of duty, and they faced the sabers or doom of the swords of hate. How were they gathered in their graves? They were gathered like pearls in their graves. And where could the bodies be found? Bodies of the soldiers be found. The body of the soldiers could be found in alien graves. Alien means in the graves of the foreign land. And beside the Persian graves or the Egyptian sands. And they could also be seen around the meadows of the Flanders and France. How do they die? So during the war, they were wounded badly. Their bodies were mutilated. They lie dead. They lay dead with pale face, pale facial structure, but they were brave. And they had broken bones. Their body was mutilated, but it was evident from all sides that they were extremely brave. They bravely fought for the British administration. Okay, now why does the poet say that they strew like blossoms mown down by chance? Mown down by chance means flowers which are destroyed by complete pressure. Under pressure, you will see how the flowers collapse. Similarly, according to the poet wants to point out, so they are in the same garland. The flowers which have been completely destroyed seems to be in the same garland like that of the soldiers. The dead soldiers are compared to these blossoms, means the spoiled blossoms or spoiled flowers of a garland. As spoiled flowers in a garland, the soldiers are gathered in such a way, where on the blood brown meadows of Flanders and France. And why the meadows are compared to blood brown? The meadows are compared to blood brown because blood has spotted on the green meadows of Flanders and France. Now, what is the question of the mother? The mother asks everyone that if anyone can measure the grief of her tears, she is weeping, or compass the woe, or compass the woe means if anyone can understand the measurement of pain which she is keeping inside her heart, or the pride that thrills over to my heart's depth. It's above, or she wants to point out the pride. She has the pride above all disappointment. She has got the pride. How does mother describe victory? According to Mother India, it seems that victory is glorious. Victory is glorious for all who power hungry people, or everyone wants to achieve victory, and that is the symbol of conquering of power. So it is rather sad, though it is glorious for others, it is rather sad for Mother India, as she visualizes it as an agent of destruction, because victory costed at the destruction of the lives of her sons. And the turners of red banners of victory means she considered the red banners as a symbol of the blood of the dead soldiers, and they are torn because victory which had been achieved at the cost of the lives of the young soldiers was rather fruitful. what does a mother hope? Mother hopes that once peace will come back again and life will be redesigned. Life will have a new meaning when there would be no war, no hate, and no terror. And how does the mother want that the people should express their love for the dead soldiers? Mother expressed that everyone must love and must shall offer them the memorial thanks, and their love shall offer memorial thanks to the comrades who fought for the dauntless lives. To the everyone must express their love to the fellow soldiers, to the dead soldiers who sacrificed their lives, and they must applaud them, they must praise them, the soldiers who were not discouraged, who fought so bravely and sacrificed their lives. And every Indian must show honor and dignity to the death, to the sacrifice of the soldiers, to the sacrifice of the soldiers. Everyone must admire, everyone must remember, everyone must pay tribute, and everyone must pay tribute with dignity and honor the sacrifice of the dead soldiers. Or everyone must remember the blood or the sacrifice of mothers' dead sons. So, how would you consider the poem The Gift of India? So, The Gift of India is a poem where mother is considering the gift, the ultimate supreme gift of her sons to be superior than other worldly or materialistic gifts. So, the priceless treasures means the treasures of the young lives, those young lives who sacrifice their lives in the battlefield, but the most precious of all. And even now, we would consider the lives of our dead soldiers to be so precious. Every time the life of a soldier is lost, it is a loss for the country. It is a pain for the motherland. So one must remember the grief and pain of a mother as she had to sacrifice the sons. So it is similar to the grief of many mothers, means the mothers who had lost their sons in the battlefield. So we can understand from this poem that war is nothing. War gives us no fruitful thing. War only takes away lives. Maybe some will remain alive, maybe some will come back, but those who are dead, their lives will never be destroyed. So war brings nothing but destruction. So this is the revision of the chapter, The Gift of India.